Hey y'all, how are you? It's Cheryl Ridgway in Maryville, Illinois, right outside St. Louis, where we are dying from it being so hot. Anyway, so I just want to say hi to you all tonight. I would love if you drop in the comments who you are and give me some love, say hi, and where you're from. But tonight I'm going to give you a few little habits that might help you save some time, be a little bit more successful, just a few things that might help you out a little bit. So anyway, I would appreciate it if you guys would share my post with me, or oh my god, you'd think that I could talk by the end of the day, wouldn't you? Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you would save and share my video if you get some value out of it. So hopefully I'll be able to talk soon. Let me move this over. So anyway, there are a couple of little things that might help you be a little bit more successful. And one of them is saying yes when you really want to say no. Sometimes people just want to be nice and you don't know how to say no, but you're going to have to learn how to do that, because quite honestly, you're giving up precious time in order to help someone else when you could be doing something for yourself, for the projection of the progression of your being a success. So the one thing that I have to say, and maybe I'll do a video on this a little bit later, is tactics to say no. You don't have to be rude, but you need to learn how to say no. Another one, and this is hard, I really have no idea how, well I do because I've done it, is hanging on to people who don't want to grow with you or who are not good for you. Honestly, I am more of a positive person than I am a negative person, and even I have family members that I have had to, not immediate family members, but there are people who talk nothing but trash about people, or they just think that the way that they think is the only way. And so, you know what, after a while I have to just nip that one in the bud. And so you need to learn how to kind of get rid of people when it's not good for you. Hey, my hubby and my dog are coming in, so hey. Working through lunch. You know what, when John and I had a full staff of people, we would make sure that everybody took a lunch. And it wasn't to be mean, it was because you need a break. You need a break from the beginning of the day until the afternoon. And you know what, it really actually helped people work longer and better. If you're having a bad morning, or if you just, for whatever reason, everybody needs to some time for themselves, a time to get away from work. I mean, we all know that you don't get to choose who you work with every day. So the thing of it is that it's kind of nice to be able to go and regroup and then come back and you're refreshed and you can work the next 4 hours or so. At the end of the day, you can be more productive. So I do recommend that you do not work through your lunch. Take a break. Get something to eat, get a better frame of mind. You're going to be better for it, and everybody around you is going to be better for it. Failing to exercise. Yeah, you know what? I used to exercise all the time. I'm not going to talk too much. Hey, Jeff, how are you? I am going to tell you that I don't exercise right now, and I am working towards that again. So we're just going to skip over that one. Another thing is multitasking. People, multitasking is not a good thing. And even though I'm more of a natural, hi Jim, hi Tammy, I am more of a natural multitasker. I had to learn to stop trying to do too many things at one time. And the only reason is because I'm easily distracted. Sometimes I don't finish what I am doing on either one. Like if I'm trying to do 2 or 3 things at a time, none of them get done. And back in the day, I could read 2 or 3 books all at the same time and keep it going, and no longer can I do that. And it might be an age thing, but it also could be that I got just a little bit smarter about things. What do you think? Okay, pinging people. Oh my God, if you don't know what pinging people means, it's touching base for the sake of touching base, especially during the work week. You know what? People are busy. They have things to do, and you have an agenda, and your agenda happens to be getting them to do whatever you want them to do. But you know what? That is so not cool. So when you're emailing somebody or texting somebody and it has to do with a business matter, you know what? Get to the point. If it's just so that you're like, hey, reaching out, saying hi, you're not being very clever as far as your real agenda. So skip on over that, okay? When you are talking to somebody to help your profession or yourself advance, make sure that you are not wasting their time. Do not ping people just for the sake of, give them some value as to why you are emailing them or texting them or whatever, messaging them in whatever way it is. Striving for perfection. You know what? I never have been a perfectionist. I like things to look a certain way, and don't get me wrong. So, like if a photograph or something on the wall is not hanging right, yes, I will fix it, even in a place that is not even my own. I do that. I can't help it. But what I'm talking about is expecting perfection from everyone around you. No one, even perfectionists, are not perfect. And the thing of it is that by trying to strive for perfection and never being okay with anything, a lot of times will hold you back. So you need to be okay, because the majority of the people are not going to notice the things that you notice. It's more about the relationship, and it's more about how you treat people more than it is about being perfect. So check yourself on that one. Not protecting your recharge time. You know, everybody, it is nuts nowadays about how we're on the go. We schedule things back to back, and not even enough time to get from one place to the other. So if I can really stress anything at all, it would be you need to schedule your recharge time, even if it's a half hour or an hour before you go to bed or whatever. You need to protect that, because quite honestly, it makes you more productive, it makes you a happier person, and it gives you a better peace of mind. So you won't be all cranky and stuff around people all the time. Okay? Almost done, because quite honestly, one of those bad habits that you are supposed to cut out is watching TV. And I'm watching Big Brother. I don't know about you guys, but I love Big Brother. It is my summertime, guilty pleasure. So, hey, drop a 1 in the comments if you like Big Brother and you like watching TV, okay? So, I'm just saying. I got to tell you how it is. Another thing is immediately answering PMs, private messages, or emails. I've been reading a lot on time management and trying to get myself more in a being more productive. And the very first thing you should do is not check your emails and all that. And you want to know why? Because then you are on somebody else's time agenda. You are you're letting other people control what's going on. And yeah, your business might, you may rely a lot on emails, but you know what? The first thing in the morning is not when you should be looking at your emails. You need to get in there, get your head on straight, get the things prioritized that you need to do, and then a certain amount of time, block off a certain amount of time to answer those emails or check them. Because if you're like me, I get a bunch of junk. So then you're going through all of those, trying to figure out which ones to go through. So do yourself a favor and maybe check those right before lunch. Okay, that's a great time, or right after lunch. Those are the best times that I have found to check my messages and to answer them. And then the last thing I have to tell you is prioritizing your day. You know, the thing of it is that I used to be like that in my 30s when I was trying to grow a successful portrait business. And then we got there, and then you tend to just go on with life or whatever. But I've had to kind of do a restart, and I am all over the place. I have no, well, that's not true. Now I do, but I am getting back in those habits of prioritizing my day, and I am getting so much more done. So, I hope that these little tips have helped you in some way. Be sure to share this, because I'm sure some of these tips will help somebody, especially if you work at home. It's really kind of hard to be on some kind of schedule when you're having a home-based business. But I hope you have a great week. I will chat with you tomorrow. And like I said, I appreciate it if you would share this. And also just give me some love in the comments and let me know that you were there. And have a great weekend if I don't talk to you before then. Bye-bye.